Imagine you wake up, not to an alarm, but to a buzz. A single, sickening vibration from the device that never leaves your side. You check it. It's a message from a ghost, a name you don't know. But they know you. Intimately. The message says your name, and it shows you a part of yourself you never meant for the world to see. A picture, a video, a secret so private, so compromising, that its release would shatter your life into a million tiny pieces. Then a second message burns itself onto the screen.
Do exactly what I say.
Your world doesn't stop. It implodes. The blood freezes in your veins. This isn't a prank. This is a meticulously planned execution of your life as you know it. The person on the other end will never meet you. They'll never have to. From this moment on, your life is no longer your own. It belongs to the phantom behind the screen. By day, he was a scholar, a respected academic who would greet you with a quiet smile in the sunlit corridors of a prestigious university. But by night, he was a demon at a keyboard, retreating into the digital shadows to twist your life into a waking nightmare. Dr. Matthew Falder, Cambridge-educated geophysicist, used his towering intellect to build a secret empire of blackmail, humiliation, and control. He didn't need weapons. He didn't need to be in the same room as you. His arsenal was your own shame, turned against you with surgical precision. Falder's online persona, Liz, was designed to be disarming. A friendly young artist looking for models. Harmless, safe. He would offer payment for simple photos. Your hands, your face, maybe your torso. And then slowly, imperceptibly, the trap would close. The request would become more revealing, more personal. And then when he had enough, the mask came off. The soft-spoken Liz vanished, replaced by the cold, calculated voice of 666 Devil. And his first command would arrive. Victims described waking each morning with a pit in their stomach, terrified to check their messages, but too afraid not to. The demands started small, holding up a sign with degrading words, but they escalated fast. One girl was told to film herself licking a toilet seat. Another was forced to eat dog food on camera, gagging as she chewed. One teenage boy was ordered to smear his face with his own feces, while another victim was coerced into drinking urine from a jar. In one of the most disturbing accounts, a young woman said that Falder made her strip naked and sit in a bathtub filled with her own vomit, holding a sign with the name of the Hurtcore website where the footage would be posted. She said she could smell it for days afterward, that even brushing her teeth brought the taste back. Another victim said her hands shook so violently during one task that she had to tape her phone to the wall just to record it. And when one victim reached out in desperation, saying they were considering ending their life, Falder's reply was ice cold.
Do it. The images will go out anyway. So what good will that do you?
This wasn't about money. It wasn't even about lust. Falder wanted to erase people from the inside out. He wanted to own their fear, their humiliation, and their hope, until nothing was left. He was a prominent figure in the dark web's Hurtcore community, a network devoted to real, non-consensual abuse. Here, cruelty was currency, and Falder was rich. His contributions earned him VIP status. He even forced victims to hold signs bearing the names of these sites, trophies for other predators, proof that the abuse was fresh and real. The mental toll was catastrophic. Victims dropped out of school, relationships crumbled. Some refused to leave their homes, convinced strangers could see what had been done to them. At least 3 tried to end their own lives. For years, Falder hid behind encryption, Tor, and a web of false identities. The FBI first picked up on his scent in 2015 during an unrelated Hurtcore investigation. That tip made its way to UK's National Crime Agency. But even then, finding him was like chasing a ghost. Investigators deployed forensic linguists to analyze his writing. Tiny quirks in grammar, spelling, and phrasing began to line up across his various aliases. One investigator described it as catching smoke with your bare hands. But piece by piece, the smoke began to take shape. They traced activity to specific time zones, spotted patterns in where he logged in, even caught tiny slip-ups in his Liz persona, moments where the fake friendliness cracked, replaced by something sharper, meaner. The arrest had to be perfect. If Falder had even seconds to act, he could wipe years of evidence. So on June 21st, 2017, NCA officers walked into his university office and took him by surprise. Footage shows a pale, stuttering Falder, caught between his two worlds. On the way to the station, after hearing his list of charges, he muttered, "Sounds like the rap sheet from hell." In his apartment, police uncovered a vast archive of abuse. Thousands of files, years of methodical cruelty. Investigators said that the folders were structured like a library, each victim with their own grotesque timeline of degradation. In court, prosecutors read the charges, and it took over 30 minutes. Falder pleaded guilty to 137 offenses against 46 identified victims, making him one of the most prolific sex offenders in British history. Judge Bacot Barker called him warped and sadistic, cunning, persistent, manipulative, cruel. He was sentenced to 32 years, later reduced to 25, with an extended 8-year license period after release. But for the victims, the sentence didn't end the nightmare. The images are still out there, traded, downloaded, and re-uploaded in the internet's darkest corners. Their humiliation is permanent. One victim put it simply, "He took my life. I'm still breathing, but he took it." Falder thought he was untouchable. In the end, it was his arrogance and the relentless determination of a global team of investigators that tore down his entire empire. But the damage remains. And in an age where a predator can destroy someone without ever being in the same room, the story of Matthew Falder is a reminder that the monsters we should fear most are the ones hiding behind a friendly smile and a glowing screen. And somewhere, right now, one of them is typing.